Noon. First, the highlights. Lagos State government approves counterpart funding for January 2026 measles rubella vaccination campaign. President Tinubu approves a reduction in cost of dialysis sessions in federal hospitals. On the foreign tin, flash floods in northern Pakistan leave hundreds dead and missing. And in sports, the Tigers set for quarter-final clash with Senegal in 2025 Afro Basket. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State government has officially approved counterpart funding for the upcoming measles rubella vaccination campaign set to begin in January 2026. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu signed the funding approval at a formal ceremony, reaffirming his administration's dedication to safeguarding the health of residents, particularly children. He also pledged full support for the statewide immunization effort targeting children aged 9 months to 14 years.
Rubella measles, like it's been called, measles, rubella, I can imagine it's a very, very serious vaccination that we need to take very seriously. And if it's coming from that, and we've analyzed and we've done a clear demography to say that we are one of the largest contributor, to not attaining the full eradication of measles, then we need to roll up our sleeves and do the work. And if rubella now is something that we have also not focused on, and there's a needed attention that we need to do it now.
Wife of the governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, stated the importance of vaccination in preventing serious complications such as blindness, deafness, and intellectual disabilities. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu noted that vaccination remains the most effective line of defense.
Our immunization program, we cover measles, but we do not cover rubella, and we're taking a big risk because a lot of our children are not being covered by that, and a lot of our pregnant women too. The effect of that is if they miss that, if they ever end up having rubella infection, then the child might become blind, deaf, or have delayed mental milestones.
On his part, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board, Ibrahim Mustafa, warned that rubella in pregnant women can harm unborn babies and urged every household to advocate for vaccination.
National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, as an agency of the federal government, will be providing the vaccines free of charge to the states. They will also be providing some logistics through the partners that are here. But we as a state, and you have been doing that, sir, and that's what we are advocating for more.
The event was attended by local and international health experts alongside key officials from the state health sector in the state. The Lagos State Residents Registration Agency, LASTRA, has kicked off a pre-sensitization awareness campaign targeting members of the Lagos State Council of Tradesmen and Artisans across all 57 local government and local council development areas. This is in preparation for the upcoming Artisans Jamboree, set to take place on Tuesday, September 23 at the Adeyemi Bere Auditorium in Alausa, Ikeja. The sensitization campaign began on Friday, August 15 at Amuodofi and Oriade local government areas. General Manager of LASTRA, Bilkis Adebi Abiola, said the initiative is part of the agency's broader mission to build a reliable resident database that will support smarter policy planning and better service delivery. Minister of Works David Umahi has dismissed social media reports alleging lack of drainage channels on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Umahi, who said this while inspecting the progress of ongoing works on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, clarified that the project includes 750 kilometers of dual underground drainage systems. He explained that advanced engineering solutions, including geotextile layering and rock embankment, have been deployed to tackle the challenge of ocean threat and surges. He had this to say.
And what they have done is to bring geotextile. Geotextile ensures that the sand the ocean does not leach, to start eating into the sharp sands. And so they put that, and then they put rocks, in different levels. And you can see the last level, which is about, 1 meter above our, defined carriageway. So that is what to do. It's quite a lot of work. In fact, this can say to be a project on its own.
Umahi commended the contractor handling the project and supervisors for ensuring safety and durability of the coastal section, applauding reinforcements of the weak section and swift response from ocean encroachment. The minister, who also expressed satisfaction with the level of ongoing works on Section 2 of the coastal highway, directed that these activities should be publicized fortnightly for Nigerians to be more informed on the progress of the project. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has approved a significant reduction in the cost of dialysis sessions in federal hospitals across Nigeria. The cost per session has been slashed from 50,000 naira to 12,000 naira. Special advisor to the president on policy information, Daniel Bwala, who made the announcement, noted that the subsidies already being implemented in major federal hospitals across the 6 geopolitical zones. This intervention is expected to bring much-needed relief to thousands of Nigerians battling kidney disease, making life-saving dialysis treatment more accessible and affordable. And in some foreign news, more than 100 people remain missing in northern Pakistan following devastating flash floods that have claimed at least 360 lives across the country and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. The hardest hit area is the mountainous Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in the northwest, where entire villages have been swept away by swollen rivers, mudslides and collapsing homes. Authorities have issued warnings of more heavy rains and possible landslides, urging local governments to stay on high alert as rescue efforts continue. And over to sports news. Nigeria's men's basketball team, D Tigers, will lock horns with Senegal in the quarterfinals of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket currently holding in Angola. The pairing was confirmed after Senegal defeated South Sudan 78-65 in their qualification tie to Buka Sports in the last 8. The much anticipated clash is scheduled for Wednesday, August 20. The Tigers have been in brilliant form so far, topping Group B with convincing victories over defending champions Tunisia, Madagascar and Cameroon. Senegal, on the other hand, finished second in Group D, which forced them to the qualification round. And that was our news at noon. Just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. And you can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 1,400 hostel beds for Lagos model colleges? Well, you can always get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has officially approved counterpart funding for the upcoming measles rubella vaccination campaign set to begin in January 2026. President Bola Tinubu has approved a significant reduction in the cost of dialysis sessions in federal hospitals across Nigeria. And we also told you that more than 100 people remain missing in northern Pakistan following devastating flash floods that have claimed at least 360 lives across the country and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. And in sports, Nigeria's men's basketball team, the Tigers, will lock horns with Senegal in the quarterfinals of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket, currently holding in Angola. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayodo Olaya. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Beautiful afternoon to you.